Hey YouTube, I wanted to do a review of the 6 Moon Designs Fusion 50 liter pack. I love this thing. There's not much out on the internet, particularly with the second generation line of packs, which came out this year. They did some updates on over the first generation. And so I thought I would do a quick review. There's bound to be other people out there looking for what I was looking for. So let's get started. I have about 120 miles with this pack so far, both in the trail and also in the city. So it has not survived a whole season with me yet, but it's enough to where I know this is a tremendous pack, and that's why I want to share this pack with the internet. There's another size pack that comes in this style, a 65 liter pack. This is the 50 liter, and I just kind of put some things in pockets just to kind of fill it up and show you how much it can take. But this can really take a lot of gear. What's really nice about this pack is the suspension system. Now this pack was designed by Brian Frankel. You may know his name, or you may know the company he founded initially, which was Ultralight Adventure Equipment, ULA. They've become real popular with their backpacks. Well, Brian teamed up with 6 Moon Designs and started creating a lot of backpacks for 6 Moon Designs. This is the Fusion line. They also have a Flight line for different styles of backpacking. So you can go to their website and check it out. Getting back to the suspension system, however, they have a 4-point buckle system for the hip belt. So you have a top and a bottom attachment point for each hip belt. And what's really nice about this is when you put this pack on, you tighten your top straps on either side, and it comes over the top of your iliac crest, and then you do your bottom straps, and it comes underneath your crest, and it really just forms around your entire hip. The hip belt itself is real nice and tall and wide. It's got a lot of stability to it. So this pack is not going to sag. It's not going to get away from you. And it's just going to really feel like it's a part of your body. And that's what I really like about it. Coming up, you have a solid frame sheet, and it's real narrow. And what's nice about this is only what's black is touching your body. Everything else kind of sits back, so you start getting some airflow going behind. And then coming up, we have the yoke attachment system. And this is the shoulder harness here. It comes in a regular and S-strap style for your different types of upper body. You know, women might go with one style strap, men might go with the other. And then they have small and large and different sizes of that sort. This is adjustable, so it's got a little bit of a removable frame sheet here, which helps keeps things stable, but also is designed to enable you to slide the yoke down to where you want, and then you pull it out and pat it against the hook and loop closure system, and then you can slide it back in, and now everything stays nice and secure. This hook and loop system is amazing. I mean, it's Velcro, but I don't know if we're using Velcro, so I'll call it hook and loop. But it should really be called hook, loop, and cement and never move. I mean, it's in there. You don't have to worry about anything ripping out with the Velcro. So that's what I really like. Do have some load lifters on either side coming down the shoulder harness. We do have some pockets. You can fit some bars or small items in there, a flashlight, etc. And it has a traditional sternum strap with a whistle on it. And this is adjustable as well. And coming down, and just your regular standard closure. What else is nice about this hip belt harness is once you get your hip dialed in and you pull your shoulder harness down and your load lifters, you can finish it out by bringing in compression straps on the hip belt. And what's really nice is you can really feel the bottom of the pack kind of come in. Everything stays really close to your body. I have tried some of the popular packs now that are coming with that gap between the pack and the back. And you know, you get some airflow, but what happens is it changes your center of gravity. This brings everything in. Because the frame itself is so narrow, you don't have this whole big pack against your back, and it does create a nice cooling sensation. It really is tremendous. The other thing I want to mention, one last thing about this this whole back frame sheet, is it can be slightly modified and molded. So in other words, I have this molded exactly to the curvature of my spine. So when it goes on, it just fits snug as a glove. That's one thing to remember if you get one of these packs, is there's so many little things that can be modified to your body habitus, and it just makes it just such a wonderful pack. Got really nice size hip belt pockets. On one pocket, I'm able to fit my iPhone 6S with a really bulky, like life-proof case, and it goes right in there, no problem at all. Bunch of bars on another side, whatever you want to put in there. But I really love the hip belt pocket design. Something as we begin to move around the pack here is I've got, the pockets are really huge. I've got a 650 milliliter pot cook kit in here, have my water kit, Sawyer, a couple collapsible water bladders, etc. But all of that fits right inside these pockets. And more, it's on camera they may not look very big, may be deceiving. I will do some still pictures and post them at the end, but everything just kind of goes right on in here. Now if I come over here, I usually keep a water bottle on this side. I also have an umbrella. And what's really nice is there's a one-handed on either side, one-handed drawstring approach, which is really nice. And I can cinch it down, or if I want to loosen it up and put more things in while I'm hiking, I can reach up and then it pulls out, figure out what I want, then just yank down on it, boom, it stays. It's going to keep things from falling back out. So again, one of those just like nice little intuitive touches about customizing the side pocket, which you may not find in another pocket. You can expand it, collapse it, and again, it just swallows up a bunch of gear in it. Got compression straps coming up too. You can yank them down real tight. Again, brings everything real nice and into your back. Let's move around to the front of the pack. And I'm just going to pull this out. Really nice, huge pocket. So it actually secures up here, which is nice, and then comes down. And I've got AT guide, toilet kit, toilet paper trowel, pack cover, rain jacket, wind jacket, headlamp. Let's see what else. So that's about it I got on there for now. It does secure with this loop here, with that same system, up or down to tighten down or open up. And then finally you can use this strap, comes up over top. Again, leaving everything nice and secure, but real stretchy, comes out, swallows again, a lot of gear in the front, love it. Got your traditional ice axe loops in the bottom, and then you can also, some straps down here to put a long tent, sleeping pad roll, whatever you want to put on the outside the lash. You know, it's up to you. It's your pack. But the options are there. The straps are there, so that's really nice. And then lastly, this unhooks here, and I'll show you. So we have all this left over here. And again, this is 50 liter, and I have quite a bit of gear in here. I've got 4 days worth of food. Got Z-Pac's Altiplex tent, which I love, and dry bag. Okay. Clothing bag. Thermarest. Inflatable pillow, gotta have that. I'm a side sleeper. I need something to raise my head. And my sleeping bag. I don't use compression sacks for my bag. I find that put it down to the bottom, it kind of forms to everything. And then lastly, a waterproof dry bag that goes in. So that's everything right there. As you can see, this thing is huge. Lots and lots of space. All right, so let's talk about it. If you're familiar with Six Moon Designs, you know that they specialize in ultralight backpacking equipment. One of the things that I actually found interesting, however, with this pack was it kind of doesn't fit the ultralight mode. Initially, you think of packs that are a sub 2 pound pack, frameless packs, etc., that come in at maybe 1.5 pounds. That's what you would think when you think about ultralight backpacks. Here's the great thing about this pack, and the more I wear this and the more I start buying into it, I start realizing that it's not always about the weight. And here's why. If you go in their site, you won't see a recommended max weight for this pack. And the reason being is when they designed this pack, they designed it for, we want this pack to carry whatever can fit in this pack. So if I want to stuff this thing to the brim and it weighs 40 pounds, this suspension system was designed to carry 40 pounds. Now, I'm sure if you filled it up straight with lead, yeah, you're gonna run into an issue, but who's going backpacking with lead on their back? The nice thing about it is this now becomes a one size, kind of one-stop shop pack. You no longer have to have a summer pack or a winter pack for when you take heavier gear. You can take this all year round because it's gonna carry and it's gonna swallow up all the gear you can put in there, and the suspension system is gonna ride perfectly every single time. When you take that into account and you measure that up against other ultralight packs that may have a 30 pound or even a 35 pound weight, and let's be honest, when you start getting packs that small, we'd like to think that it's gonna carry 35 pounds comfortably, but the reality is we don't want to admit it, but it's really gonna be difficult to carry a 35 pound pack day in, day out if you're gonna do a through hike or something long distance like that. The great thing about this, it's a little bit more weight, but it's gonna carry what you put in there and it's gonna feel really, really well. It's gonna carry better than its counterpart in lightweight packs. So with that being said, I have a large hip belt on mine, and this, when it came in, this weighed in at 50 ounces. So 3 pounds, 2 ounces, which is right in line with your mainstream pack lines, your Ospreys and your Gregory and your Deuters and all that. But again, you have to take into account the suspension system. And I can't emphasize enough how important that is. And if you don't have a good suspension system and you're only going for lightweight pack, it becomes rather pointless. So take a little extra ounces on this pack, and you can load this thing up, and you're gonna walk comfortably all the time. Let's see, any other little features about it. Super durable fabric. It's aerobic, and when this thing came out of the box when I ordered it, it was like angels started singing. I mean, it's when I actually think about it now, a 3 pound pack that is just built bulletproof. This should really be a 5.5, 6 pound pack. I mean, the sewing on this is phenomenal. There's drain holes in all the pockets as well. I've taken this out in the rain with no pack cover. I want to see what it looks like. Initially in light rain, it'll mist and then just kind of bead off. As it started getting a little bit more, it would fill up, but water would come out of the drain hole pockets. Obviously, I normally do use a pack cover, but I just wanted to see what it looked like initially. Got a logo here down in the front. It says Fusion 50. Wonderful stretch. You know, I'm sure if you're bushwhacking and some prickles, it's gonna snag, but it's built really, really good. The sewing is amazing. Again, the fabric is just really strong. I'm taking this on a through hike next year, and I have no doubt this thing is going to survive. One last thing I did want to mention, I don't use internal hydration bladders. However, there are ports. There are ports on either side, depending on where you like your mouth tube to come out of. Additionally, on the inside, there is a water bladder holder that can be removed. Even though I don't use an internal hydration, I'm still going to keep it in there because I like to put little knickknacks in there. And then there's a little bit of a security pocket built right into the yoke system here. Little zipper. And just goes down to right there. Be perfect for putting keys and a wallet and some money in there. And then it just zips right up. Lays flush. It's wonderful. Again, when you have all your gear out, you can mold this a little bit and kind of press it in and get it to conform to your back. I have this so it just curves wonderfully with my back. Okay, so this is the 6 Moon Designs Fusion 50 liter. I have no affiliation with them. I just, you know, I'm very picky with my packs, and I hate saying this, my Elemental Horizons Calais pack that I had was amazing. And then I got this just on a whim because they were running this amazing sale. And this just instantly became my favorite pack. It's just a wonderful, wonderful pack. And again, the main bullet points on why: suspension system, 4-point connection harness on the waist, forms right around your waist, does not sag. Additionally, one other thing, I'm like most of modern America, I got a little meat around my waist, and so a lot of times things can sag. Everything's nice and tight. When I tighten up the hip belt, I don't get any sagging. It's gonna stay right on my waist. The other thing I love too is I love the side straps, and you'll see these on other packs too. This isn't like you're breaking ground here. But what makes it different is it just really works. Things stay in place when you secure them up. So it's really great. And lastly, amazing side pockets, front pocket. Fabric is built to last, and it's gonna hold whatever you take in it. Again, that's really nice. You don't ever have to worry about, oh my gosh, I'm at 30 pounds. Is it gonna be comfortable? It's gonna be comfortable because they designed this pack to carry whatever you can put in it. All right, so again, this is the 6 Moon Designs Fusion 50 liter. Get one, try it on, mold everything to your liking, and get it out and get hiking. Thanks everybody, talk to you later.